Hello everyone and welcome to our Starcraft 2 live cast. Well, trying something new this time. It's actually a previously recorded live cast and I'm doing the audio now after the fact. So we have a TvT here on Belshire.
Not enough minerals.
So I guess I haven't done a TvT video since beginning of Legacy of the Void, so there's a lot to talk about. Or even Heart of the Swarm. I don't know, it was a long time ago. Yeah, some early things you want to think about. Reaper all-ins, Cyclone pressure, standard tank pushes, all that jazz. I still like to do a gasless fast expand. So we'll be going one racks and then command center. The old idea from Heart of the Swarm taking two bases before I take a gas, I've kind of thrown that out the window. I still did it last season on Overgrowth, but it had to be a very specific map for me to try that because it's very dangerous nowadays.
Not enough minerals.
So after our command center, we're going to be going orbital, constant marine production up to 5, and a bunker. So rallying the first Marine to the ramp. Oh, wasn't watching the minimap, actually could have kept that SCV out, but he's going to see that I'm gasless right now. So he knows he can be greedy himself or do something super aggressive.
Got it. Can't wait. What's going on? By the numbers, boys.
After that depot to finish the ramp, we're going to want to take our 2 gas geysers. So first 2 Marines you want to put the most likely jump up position for Reapers.
Not enough minerals.
And then you can start rallying them to your bunker.
Not enough energy.
6 on gas. So you can actually take a 3rd gas geyser, or you can go a slightly faster 3rd and 4th and stay on 2 for a while. That kind of mix it up. I'm not sure which is better. But you definitely don't want to go straight to 4 gas geysers because you still need minerals to tech up and to get your missile turret ring and whatnot.
Yep. In the rear with the gear. I can't build here.
So we're starting the turret ring. First 100 gas is going to go towards the factory. The next 150 is going to go to the planetary. And then high sec auto tracking. So around this time I like to fill my bunker once I know the Reaper's not coming, and put an SCV up against the bunker. Just because Cyclone pressure can do damage so quickly that the bunker can fall before you get your mass SCV repair. So I leave one on it. At least until my planetary is about done. So with the factory done, we will begin a starport. Empty that bunker now. The bunker at the top of the ramp is actually more important nowadays. I should probably get that even before the turret ring. Just because heli run-bys used to always be a problem, but now even Cyclone run-bys can be a problem. Need something to protect that ramp. So with that turret, I think that's the end of my turret ring. Start your 2nd and 3rd starport before you get Corvid Reactor, which is what I'll be getting in that starport now. Doom drop is a thing, especially when you haven't seen anything from your opponent. That means it's likely that you skip things like Reapers and Cyclones, so you can do it Marine tank drop. So for that reason, I put all my Marines except for 1 at the most likely drop position, which is over there. I'm even going to build a backup turret just for that reason. So the tech labs on the starport should finish right around the time the Corvid is 2/3 done. Looks like I forgot a missile turret. And when Corvid is 2/3 done, that's when you want to start your Raven production.
Add-on complete. Not enough energy.
I think I forgot Tysic auto tracking this game. It's quite important. Giving that extra range, your PF and missile turrets help keep back his air units and his siege tank pressure.
What's going on?
But this has been a very passive game thus far.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
There's the high sec.
Research complete.
SCV ready.
And we're building a third in our main to float to the
You're the boss.
base south of us. And also going to set up a ninja base over here, which is our 5th base, our natural 5th. Or 4th, I guess. I don't know. Depends on how you play it.
Insufficient.
I kind of like taking
Big job.
hidden bases, even if I'm not planning for them to hide. Just because your opponent usually is keeping an eye on your 3rd. So if you just take like your 4th, for instance, he won't know that you're expanding that quickly. Trying to put up some Widow Mines to kill any scout that's heading towards that base. But we do get intercepted by him. Looks like he's coming in for a tank push.
Research complete.
In the rear with the
And it looked like a fair number of tanks. I think I saw 4 of them.
Under attack.
So we're not going to take it easy on the repair. We're just going to go full surround here almost. Although it ends up not being that many. Probably should have focused fire down the second medevac. Been nice. Decided not to waste any more energy on that. I already wasted a lot. I'll lose a couple workers and save the 50 energy. So I need to kill the siege tanks. So you don't seeker missile siege tanks anymore. For a long time, the main reason was that medevacs would pick up siege tanks. They can't anymore, but auto turrets are just way more cost efficient. 2 seeker missiles cost 250 energy, which is insanely expensive now. Where 2 auto turrets cost 100 energy and can easily knock down 2, even 3 siege tanks.
big job. What's going on? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. Roger.
Command center upgrade complete.
Let's get those new guys to work. Probably should have saturated the space from somewhere, but I didn't.
SCV ready.
Command center
SCV ready.
complete.
Trying to set up some planetaries in the middle.
SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespene.
Allow me
gas.
to travel from my 2 furthest bases more safely.
Bad news.
Rather than my bases being like a U, if I have some central planetaries, I can go straight back and forth.
Not enough.
It also gives me a center point to keep my ravens somewhere safe. I can take it to watchtowers and set up sensor towers. It's quite nice.
Yeah, whatever.
And it's kind of at that part of the game where I got the minerals to spare anyway, so throwing random command centers around isn't a big deal.
Your base is under attack.
We hear you. SCV ready.
Oh, I had the watchtower. That's how I saw that.
Our base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Let him take out that floating command center, and while his Vikings are out of position, come over here. Although he does have some Marines back.
Base is under attack.
Sent some Marines over to deal with that 1 Marine, but that's a lot more than 1 Marine now.
By the numbers, boys. Aye, aye, sir.
Just saying those at those Marines to scout his 5th and then take the watchtowers, leaving a Marine behind at each location.
Not enough immediate. Upgrade complete.
Again, trying to set up some central planetaries. Getting that Widow Mine production going. The mineral float is starting to be real now.
Orders received. We could use some help here.
State your request. Understood. Raven online. Order accepted.
Went to harass his 5th, but he hasn't taken it.
Right away.
So we'll just go into his main, scan to make sure there's no missile turrets.
Engineering at your disposal.
And we'll go
Mineral field completed.
SCV hunting.
Raven
Not enough energy.
New auto turret can't do anything that the old auto turret did in terms of harass, but it's still extremely good at killing workers. And it can kill structures fast, even though it costs a lot more energy.
Base is under attack. Mineral field.
They do like 80% less damage now, but they do damage a lot faster. As you can tell, it's kind of like a catch-all for me. I use it for everything. Seeker missile only in certain scenarios.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field.
That was overly ambitious of him. Not even close with only 3 workers repairing.
Mineral field depleted.
But most people aren't used to killing planetaries that have structure armor.
There's something in the way.
Raven online. Raven.
SCV ready. What's going on? Huh? SCV ready.
Raven online.
In the rear with the gear. We hear you.
Mineral field.
Setting up some sporadic Widow Mines. Make sure that each scan only kills 1 mine,
Be ready.
just to be extra annoying. Also gives me good map vision.
Ah! You scared me. Big job, huh?
Can run that guy far away just to buy some time, then bring him back. Build that missile turret. Take the watchtower.
Bad news? Yes, sir. Move it.
Forward sensor tower is always a good idea. It'd be nice to have one on the other side because it looks like I'm about to lose that base.
I can't build here.
So we're actually only on 3 bases right now. So the economy is not great, but the Raven count is good. Got a bunch of command centers ready to go.
Command center upgrade complete.
Raven online.
So sometimes I like to completely skip the base start on the back of
Are under attack.
like the easy to take bases. 'Cause I figure if I can establish all the other bases, that natural third that's at the 1 o'clock position would be easy to take afterwards. So I try to put my focus more on taking the difficult bases, and then in the late game I can go and take the close ones. 'Cause for me the bases are all about
Base is under
setting up the split map I'm so reliant on. Okay, Liberators are actually extremely scary for Ravens. They had some sort of change. I don't think they do bonus to light anymore, so they're probably not as scary as they used to be. But I've lost like
your forces.
20 Ravens to 1 shot from a from a group of Liberators.
Base is under attack.
Even without the bonus to light, the splash damage is still really scary if he gets enough of them.
Ready for service. Command.
I had a guy just make a ton of liberators and chase me down. He didn't care if he was running through missile turrets and auto turrets and PDDs. He just had enough of them and he chased me far enough, and then all of a sudden all my ravens exploded.
Raven online.
Not enough minerals.
Well done.
Unfortunately, do not have the mineral count anymore for this.
Not enough energy. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Understood.
It's too bad. Would have been nice to have both of those planetaries halfway done right now. Because we're going to have a pretty major engagement here. I'm actually not doing enough PDDs. That's a lot of Vikings. Yeah, he drains them in about 2 or 3 seconds, looks like. With that said, he still took way more losses than I did. And I got one of the planetaries up.
Command
To establish the space once more.
This mineral field depleted.
Raven online.
I can't build here. Uh-huh.
Not enough minerals.
Command.
Setting up a huge queue up command for those workers, and it's all going to be for naught because scratch that idea.
State your request. Order accepted. This vessel will comply.
Looks like he had a batch of bio sitting at my natural third that whole time. Just bringing it in to get some work done
Base
now.
is under attack.
Right away. Order acknowledged.
I'll lose that sensor tower. Lost gas, which is not something I want to repay, and obviously it,
State your request.
the vision of sensor towers I've found to become more and more useful the more I use them.
Vessel will comply.
Man the rear. Go ahead.
A lot of idle workers
Bad
there.
news.
Yeah, I mean, with my strategy being more bleed my opponent these days, the sensor towers come in really handy.
Ready. I can't
Just having like an extra 3 or 4 seconds to react to his attacks
Ah, you scared me.
keeps you from getting out of position. Sometimes your opponent will actually just like sit inside the sensor tower range for a while before attacking too, so you have all the time in the world to get set up. I'm going to assume he has some bio at the 9 o'clock base, so I'm going to set up Widow Mines between there and his reinforcement, and then try to take that base once again later.
Your forces are under attack. Base
You can see he's actually distance mining there, which probably means he's floating over a command center.
Not enough energy.
Ravens are out of position. PDDs to turn off the Marauders, hopefully enough to keep it alive. Oh, not quite. He just lost the DPS too. It's like we probably got those 2 siege tanks. So it's still a good victory.
Man the
Your
rear with
forces.
the
So I'd make that an orbital since it's so far in the back. And since my mineral count is not too great, I could use the extra mules.
Command. Order
SCV
accepted.
ready. Bad news.
Ready for
Base
service.
is under
This
attack.
vessel requires assistance.
Command center.
These do not work versus Marines, Ketroc.
Our
It's kind of panicking there. I did not expect there to be a bio force there.
Man the rear with the gear.
These SCVs on the repair.
Base is under attack.
State your request. Understood. Immediate. Command authority registered.
Go ahead.
Our SCVs are under attack. Is under attack. Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Big job.
Scanning battlefield conditions. Immediately.
Try the seeker missile in case he's not watching. Looks like he was. Peeled one away.
Your forces are under attack.
Understood.
I never get the seeker missile upgrade early. It's not important to my early defense, but in the late game, obviously, it's quite nice now. It's got a range bonus, even though it's super expensive. Usually not worth it. The range bonus means it hits much more frequently.
Commencing. Authority registered. System.
Now, I did see the Mass Liberator, so
What's going on?
I'm a little bit afraid to move forward.
Go ahead.
So I'm setting up those extra missile turrets too, just give me a little more buffer.
Base. Our SCVs are under attack.
At your disposal. Immediately.
Not
Operation.
Your forces are under attack.
Underway. Resolute.
There goes those siege tanks.
Is under attack.
Yep.
Command. Job confirmed. Raven online. Scanning battlefield
Try once again to set up the 9 o'clock.
Complete.
Order accepted.
It's getting a lot of minerals out of it, which aren't important to me, but probably are important to him, so
Mineral field.
don't want to allow that.
Command authority registered.
What's going on?
Your forces are under attack.
You can see in the mini-map he's passing over some widow mines.
Order accepted. Job confirmed.
Ah! You scared me.
Engineering
Command.
at your disposal.
In position for his run by that time. Get a little high ground vision.
In the rear with the gear.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's bring that back and plant in my main. Use it for scans later.
Go
Mineral
ahead.
field. Base is under attack.
Once I get double planetary on the left-hand side with all those
Ah! You scared me.
widow mines set up as well, it'd be really easy for me to cheat my ravens more towards the right-hand side of the map, because the left-hand side looks so defended and
Huh?
with so much granted vision.
Awaiting orders. Systems.
Mineral
right.
field depleted.
Right away.
In the rear with the gear.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Engineering at your disposal.
Yeah.
Scanning battlefield conditions.
Those ravens were fueled back to full.
What's going on?
Well, I mean, hit points anyways, you're not energy.
Command.
Yeah. And with one extra sensor tower, I think with that I can now abandon the left-hand side defense and go elsewhere.
State your request. Understood.
So it does look as like his army is in the middle. Still a lot of liberators.
State your request. Commencing.
He passed over 5 widow mines too, as if the secret missile hits weren't good enough. Good times.
Accepted. Immediately.
Don't worry, we'll watch that one more time afterwards.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for service.
Try to get those widow mines split up a little bit.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Order acknowledged.
Our SCVs
Raiders, be careful. Extra PDDs. Okay. Didn't have that many of them left. But splash damage is dangerous. PDDs definitely have to be the priority.
depleted.
State your request. Right away.
Let's try to relocate out of the scan, but unfortunately walk into more of his reinforcements.
In the rear with
Base
the
is
gear.
under attack.
Ready for service.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
Pull this back and then realize those marines are almost dead, so SCVs can do the job.
Ready for service. Order accepted.
Never did get those central planetary set up, but yeah, GG. There you have it. That's where my TvT's at these days. Probably my best matchup. Protoss definitely be my worst, as always. Units killed, 493 to 75. Yeah, he definitely had much higher income than me the entire game. But he did not bring in more resources in total, which meant he eventually lost. That was kind of strange. It showed that he was Diamond 1 on the score screen. Oh. Weird place to put your first depot. And then it showed that he was Master League in the... I went into the replay. So I'll just skim through this at 8x speed. Mostly because I want to see those Liberator shots once more. Yeah, so not much, not any aggression from him at all. No Reapers, no Cyclones. But I think a very standard build now is 2 Reapers into 2 Cyclones. Makes you very safe against things like Reaper all-ins. And then if you don't need it to defend, you can use it for pressure. But if you don't see either of those, you gotta worry about early Medivacs or early Banshees. Although Banshees can come in any build. This command center is not a big deal, as long as I get a decent income at some point. Losing the 400 minerals doesn't really hurt me. Just focusing down the siege tanks. Whenever you lay auto turrets in front of siege tanks, make sure you focus the siege tanks. And also try to put the auto turrets as close to your planetary as possible, because if his support units come in to kill the auto turrets, you want them taking shots from your planetary. It's nice to double planetary every base when you're facing a marauder count, just because damage is so high, and even tanks do more damage than they used to do. Probably lost some Ravens there. Oh, thinking like I'm watching a replay. I could not touch that. So close to holding that. Almost got his DPS down in time. Widowmine spread was fun this game. Lots of vision in that center area that I need. And, you know, forcing out a bunch of scans and popping marines and whatnot. Using a Liberator to clean up a Widowmine. Don't see that every day. Such an awesome retreat path. I think I'll make a separate video just for that highlight. Run away! Not the direction you want to be running. So good. Yeah, and at this point he's more or less out of resources. So, a lot of people are asking about streaming. I might still have some technical problems with it. One being my computer, which is being a bitch right now because it's so old. And then I also had connection issues with Twitch when I stopped streaming, so those might still exist. Which was very weird because I didn't have that issue with like any other streaming service, just Twitch. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I'm out of here, guys. Goodbye.